Um, okay, why is the sound not coming?
You need to share the sound.
Okay.
Just check the volume in your YouTube or the one the scroll.
It's on full. It's on full.
We can hear you.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Okay.
You need to mute one of your machine. Yourself probably.
Can you hear the sound?
Can't hear you. You have to leave the internet audio, Nida, in one of the machines. Yeah, can you talk now? No. Okay, Nida, let me play it for you. Can you send me the link?
Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan wa sahlan. That video has definitely made the hairs on my hands rise. I'm pretty sure everyone in the audience must have felt the same way too. Even though each and every one of us are immigrants here, and even though each of us carry an Indian passport, let us all agree on the fact that this country is like our second home. This country is not just a place to make money. This is a place where you lived most of your lives, where your children grew up, where your family grew along with you. It doesn't matter if you're from Sharjah or Dubai or Ajman or Abu Dhabi, each and every one of us sitting in our apartments right now has a different story as to how we lived in this country. So let's talk, let's share. I want to hear your experiences as an expat. So let us make this an opportunity to go back in time and reminisce about the memories that this beloved country has given to each and every one of us. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. So let's start. Toastmaster Jisha, are you there?
Yes, I'm very much here, Nida.
Toastmaster Jisha. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that.
No worries.
I want to know what is the biggest life lesson that this country has taught you?
Okay. When it comes to this country, the best thing that I would like to recollect that I learned is tolerance, and very well mixing up with the kind of different cultures what we have seen over here. Though we are from India, India is something that believes in diversity, but still the kind of situations that we face, those diversity is less. Whereas in this country, we are seeing that very well. We could enjoy it, we could even learn that very much. So this is something which I loved.
All right. Toastmaster Anita, could you please tell me one of the best memories that you had after all these years being in this country?
Well, actually, this country, I have been here as a spinster also. So there are hell a lot of things. Like I've seen this after a good 10 years. So, when I was working here and then after 10 years, it has totally changed. But still, when I go to those old places, they still are the same. The Shindaga Tunnel and the souk. These are the areas which always give me that nostalgic bouts, and it's nice to be there. You can actually see the real life over there in those areas in the older Dubai. So I think that those always stay fresh in my memory.
All right. It doesn't matter if you've been in this country for like a 1 year or for 10 years, every one of us has grown to love this country in one way or the other. And today, I'm going to be sharing my experiences as an immigrant in this country. Today, we shall have a heart to heart talk with one another, from one expat to another expat. But before we get into that, let's just take a moment to introduce all the role players because they are the pillar and the strength of every meeting, and I truly believe in that. So, first we have our word master of the day, who is Toastmaster Chetna. We also have the table topics master, Toastmaster Raka. We have our beloved silent role player, that is the timer, and that's Toastmaster Narmi. We have the general evaluator, Toastmaster Nasim. We have two evaluators who will be evaluating the project speakers, Toastmaster Neha and Toastmaster Shweta M. We will also be having the grammarian and the R counter, again, one of the most important silent role players. That will be Toastmaster Susan and Toastmaster Jisha. So I welcome you all aboard and I thank you all for joining in and being present for the meeting. So let's get on. Now, let's find out the word of the day, shall we? I would like to introduce Toastmaster Chetna, and before that, I would like to ask her a question as well. Chetna, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Chetna, what is the favorite food you've eaten from UAE? Something traditional, or what is the favorite food that you've discovered from UAE and you've eaten?
Oh, wow. Okay. So after I moved to UAE for 4.5 years back, I just loved that traditional food which is served here. And I'm sure it's going to be with me forever. That's the Lebanese food, falafel and tahini and the hummus. I just love that. And even if being an Indian, after every fortnight, I feel I like craving like having it. So I just love that food. Yeah.
All right, all right. The stage is all yours.
Can I request for screen share?